And it is appropriate and proper for you to expect the manifestation of your wholeness for no good reason, just because. Now, when I say for no good reason, I don't mean that you can say, I'm going to sit in this chair and I'm going to wait for my good to come to me. Because if you are feeling your integrity, you will be engaged in activities, and the activities you will be engaged in will play a part. Even if it's a matter of you're going to the grocery store because you have 50 cents or $1.75 to buy something for dinner, for a snack, for a little something. And while you're on your way to the grocery store, you run into somebody that says, oh, I've been meaning to call you. I need you to do some work for me, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Your wholeness is your birthright just because. But the because-ness of it, the justifiableness of it, is not going to come to you when you are insisting in being in a vague, generalized space where you are doing nothing to interfere with your good appearing, but you're also doing nothing and therefore not participating in any way with your good appearing. You see what I'm saying? It's very much like wanting to become quiet within yourself so you can hear your guidance, and then you don't let guidance come through because it disturbs the quietness. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I want you to say more about participating in my good appearing.
Your good will appear as you are engaged in expressing life.
I'm doing that.
Cleaning the house, going to the grocery store, meeting with friends, calling and expressing gratitude jointly in union with another.
Well, I'm doing that.
Indeed. I'm just saying that you are going to play an active part in the manifestation of your fulfillment, manifesting to you. So, I'm saying this not only for you, but for others who might hear what I'm saying.
Okay.
One can sit down to listen for guidance and meditate to become centered, and then work so hard to keep that perfect silence that they don't allow the words to form, because the words are a disturbance to the peace. Do you see what I'm saying? There are those who could listen to what I said and come to the conclusion that they deserve all good and they have to do nothing in order to experience it. And so they make a point of doing nothing. Sort of like maintaining the perfect silence in which the disturbance of guidance can't be allowed. And their good will not come to them if they're insisting on not participating in being the presence of life, engaging in life, and being a participant in the receipt of the fulfillment that it is their birthright to experience. Do you see what I'm saying now?
What does claiming my good look like? Because my mind is already running to, oh, does that mean I should put in another ad, or should I? And I don't want to ignore the practical, and I'm not ignoring the practical as best I understand, and I may be like Anne and not have the common sense of a bird. And I'm willing
You had to say her name.
Oh.
And now the whole world knows that Anne doesn't have the common sense of a bird.
Forgive me. Thank you. How do I claim it? What does that look like or sound like?
It looks like you in your mind disagreeing with any thought that presents itself to you that your lack is justifiable. You disagree with the arguments in your head that stand there in favor of ongoing lack. You say, shut up, in your mind when that thought comes, or those thoughts come. Or when a thought comes, well, there must be some learning in this for me. There must be a lesson. There must be some good in this for me. You say, shut up. You don't take the bait. And you reaffirm that the conscious, not the unconscious experience, but the conscious experience of wholeness is your birthright, and you expect to have the evidence of it.
I get the feeling of that.
It's an inner thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the first time,
You stake your claim in it rather than staking your claim in the opposite by letting the opposite have ascendancy and voice in your mind.
I can do this.
You can, of course. All of you can. None of this is really hard. Unless you try to make complex learnings out of your problems. And then you stick with your problems as long as you can to get the maximum learning out of them.
It's enough already of that. And you'll be with me.
Oh yes, will you be with me?
Yes. Yes.
I'm always with all of you.
Yes.
That's another way you can stake your claim. Stick with me. Remind yourself that I'm with you always. And not just me. All of the brotherhood that's awake is consciously and constantly joined with you in support of your clarity. And being ego-free, they are not disturbed by your lack of clarity. And so they will never give up on you. We will never give up on you. Okay.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I want you to tell your friend in Texas, I want you to tell your friend that I said I wanted you to remind her that I'm with her all the time. She's not doing this all alone.
God gave me permission to nag.
No, I said reminder. Reminder is once. It's a reassurance that I want you to convey to her that she may have forgotten is true. We will take a break. Okay. Who has a question? The lady in the back.
Thank you, Raj. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, first of all, I've really enjoyed the answers you've been giving. And I wanted to say that I have never felt better in my life, but things have never looked so bleak as far as my business goes. And I'm curious as to what's going on. I'm very happy that I'm not nervous, anxious, worried, or concerned, but I am curious. And I thought, well, maybe you could help me, give me some input on this.
You know what? The simple fact is that the service you provide is needed. It has not become useless. And you simply need to willingly, not willfully, persist in extending the service. As I said before, don't buy into this economy bullshit. It doesn't matter whether the economy is good or bad. People recognize what they need. And there is not a lack of people who can afford to pay for what they need that you have to offer. The real question is whatever the circumstances are that seem to be causing business to be slow, are these conditions going to be all it will take to get you to stop making your gift? Is this what is going to justify trying to find a new gift to give? Or changing your profession? It's like Paul listening to me and having someone wanting to ask me questions who is going about it in an unfriendly manner or a confrontive manner. Is this what it's going to take to get him to stop making me available? Is this going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back? You see what I mean? Or is this just another opportunity to be willing to let me respond? See, we all have aces up our sleeves, you might say. And if someone pushes too far, you pull out your ace and say, "Gotcha. I'm out of here. You pushed me too far," you see. So are you going to stay willingly with the making of the gift, the service that you offer? Because it isn't useless, it is needed, and it's an appropriate thing for you to do. Are you going to gently, willingly stay with that gifting process? Or are the current circumstances going to be all it takes to cause you to say, oops, here's my ace, I'm out of here, and stop making the gift? Yes.
I love what I do, and I know that you know that.
Indeed.
And I also know that up until very recently, I have worried my business, meaning my motivation was from fear rather than from love. Even though I loved my business, I wasn't aware that I worried it, so that I was making myself more out there to get it, so to speak. So now I've kind of got to the point where I don't care, and I wanted to know, is there such thing
Meaning
as...
you're not in a state of worry and frustration and fretfulness.
I mean, if it's a kind of a strange place to be. It's like, well, there's no business today, tomorrow, or, I mean, it's almost foolish. And I find myself spending a lot of time on the gathering place, probably, which I could have been.
Well, the question is, are you still doing anything to make the gift?
Yes. The problem is the people that I'm finding aren't either able to receive the gift, or it's not time for them, because I recognize timing is everything for everybody. So I just was reviewing my statistics and recognized they've been going down, not up. And I just wondered, well, am I heading for a different career change, or is it just...
That is exactly what I was addressing.
Yes, then I thank you for that.
That's a sneaky way your ego has of saying, this is what will justify stopping making the gift.
I see. Well,
now the other point is, why would you spend so much time at the gathering place?
That's a good question.
Just because fear isn't motivating you doesn't mean that love can't motivate you to action.
Right. Well, also I love to give my love in different directions. I mean, not just in my business, but like the gathering place. And here,
But keep a balance.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. So I need to fine-tune possibly what I'm doing?
Yes, it would be well for you to take further steps to reach more people.
Okay. That's
because you have something that you know they need.
Oh, absolutely. So, okay, so what I want clarification from you on is my motive. I seem to be shifting into a new modus operandi.
It's a shift of motivation.
Yes. Because I really feel wonderful. I mean, a lot better. I'm sure I'll be feeling even more better, but at this point, I have a different outlook. But it's requiring a lot more trust. And I just want...
Do you not gladly and willingly share the Raj materials with people?
Everyone I can.
Okay, how about sharing the product you have to share with everyone you can, with that same love?
Absolutely. I feel I do that.
I am saying you need to do it more.
Okay. That's all I really wanted to know. I just need to apply myself a little more.
No, not apply. Let your love flow. Let your caring be extended. Let your valuing of what you give, what you share in the service you provide, let that extend and connect with people
My enthusiasm.
My emphasis is on the extension. The enthusiasm or the love is there. I'm talking about caring enough to present it
Okay.
more than you have.
All right.
You have become comfortable in your fearlessness,
I don't want to be there.
and that is good. But in the absence of fear, now you're in a position where what you love can be given from the heart instead of from the empty pocketbook.
Right. I got
You
that.
see?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. So just because you're not in fear, don't neglect the offering of the gift.
Okay. And would you, you'll help me with that?
Of course.
I so appreciate it. I want to thank you for everything, too, in the clearing I just received, and a lot of all the good things that are coming. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, and one more thing. Can I pass the same information on to John?
Absolutely.
He's noticing the same thing.
Absolutely.
And is he okay? He's perceiving himself not feeling.
He's on his way out of it.
Oh, thank you. He'll be thrilled to hear that.
Yes. Just remember, economy is not governing. Economy is not governing. Tell him that.
I will.
Economy is not a factor in the extension of love and the reception of love.
I'll tell him.
Don't let it govern his business or his mind.
I got it.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hands. Gentleman to your right, your left there.
Good afternoon, Raj.
Good afternoon.
I want to thank Paul for making himself available so that Raj can visit with us all today.
Paul says thank you. You're welcome.
My question is regarding guidance versus ego. As you know, I moved here with your confirmation that this is indeed was the correct move, and I feel that it was. Then an interesting thing happened. I got in conversation with my guide, I got the instructions that I would be leaving here in a couple of months. 2 months was what I got. And there were some extenuating circumstances that had me pause and go, just like my friend here who just asked the question, maybe I'm bailing on the situation.
Failing?
Running from a situation. That came up. And then the guidance again was 2 months, which, as you can imagine, was pretty astounding since I just got here. And I said, well, should I put up a for sale sign? And the guidance was, well, if you want to. It was like it was so sure that it was going to happen inevitably that whether I put the sign up or not, it didn't quite matter. So that was one thing that came up. And so I'm thinking to myself now, is this an ego trick? Then the next thing that comes up constantly, believe it or not, and I know everybody is free to laugh at this, the lotto, play the lotto. And I'm thinking to myself, that's the most ridiculous thing. The lotto is like one chance in 18 million of hitting the lotto. But every time I ask, it says, buy the lotto ticket, buy the lotto ticket. Again, crazy. The other thing is that, and everybody...
I just want you to know that
Yes.
Paul has often thought that about what I tell him.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yes. And then the other thing that happens is the needling of the ego. The ego constantly, I recognize the ego and how it constantly picks and picks and picks, causing worry. And the thing is, the treatment of that, sometimes I feel like saying, like you mentioned earlier, oh, shut up. And other times I feel like saying, like nurturing and saying, don't be afraid, it's okay, just go back to sleep. Leave me alone, it'll be okay. Much like a cat who's meowing all the time, something like that. So my question is, am I getting the right information here about in 2 months, play the lotto, and am I handling the ego in the right, which way? Do you say shut up, or do you sometimes say shut up and sometimes say it's okay, just go back to sleep?
You are in the middle of the deft handling of a master, meaning your guide. And I will not participate and distract you from this incredible process of breakthrough that you're in the middle of. You must work entirely with your guide here. It is not appropriate for me to offer any information whatsoever. This must be a very intimate, private process with you and your guidance. I want you to trust into it. You cannot imagine how exquisitely and artfully you are being helped to escape a bondage that you have been unaware of and which can't be confronted directly. It is being confronted indirectly. All I can tell you is be willing to be right in the middle of it with curiosity and whatever degree of confidence you can bring to it.
Well, I also throw the coins for the I Ching, and that's what the I Ching keeps saying, is don't engage the battle directly. Don't meet it head on. Stop halfway. Don't bring it to confrontation. So thank you for that. What about the thing about handling the ego? Is that along?
Oh, that's
part of it?
That is all part of it.
I see. So I should just go across the street and start weeding again and not be here for the rest of the meeting, because that's when it all comes to me, when I'm pulling weeds. Can I stay?
You may stay.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay.
I love you.
I love you too. Okay, hands here in the front. If you'll raise your hand so he knows who to bring the mic to. Raise your hand. Yeah.
Raj, you know how happy I am to be here.
Indeed.
Now, I have written down my question to try and be as concise and clear as possible, so I'd like to read that.
You are welcome to be in perfect control of asking your question.
Oh, you got me.